Hey everybody, I hope everybody's doing great as usual. Got another UFO video I wanted to do, and oh, thank you for watching, by the way. And if you liked the video, definitely like and feel free to subscribe. Um, so I was watching a bunch of UFO sighting videos, and I came across this one, and this one I thought was pretty interesting in particular. Every time I watch these now, I'm always asking questions, I'm sending out questions. Is this real? Where does this come from? Is this a hoax? Did the U.S. government make it? So there's so many videos out there. I don't know which one to talk about, but this is a good one. So um, I don't know how far back this happened actually, because the actual clip was from about a year ago. But anyways, it was a picture of a UFO, and it looked like a little like a square or some kind of polygonal shape that was flying through the air, and it was picked up by a commercial airline pilot that was flying over Colombia, the country, and at about 30,000 feet, and he caught a bit of it with his camera. So I'm going to show you the clip of it right here, and they do a little bit of analysis on there of what it, to verify whether it's real or not. It is. So they verify it on there, and I had asked too, and I was asking my spiritual guides as well, and about whether it was real or not, and they confirmed it too. So I'll tell you what it is and where it comes from at the end of the video, but check out the visual of it real quick. Here we go. All right, so here's the video right here, and they do a little bit of an analysis. This is the part I wanted to show. So a guide to bring on an expert, to kind of talk about how authentic the video is. But she does validate it. But let's take a look. And here's the footage.
I've analyzed several videos in depth of UFOs and UAPs over the course of my career, and the way that it's traveling on screen in the area of the clouds does appear to be consistent with recordings that I have deemed authentic.
So while Primo can't find anything technically wrong with the video, something just doesn't look right to him.
What caught my eye is when the camera's panning up to the skyline, the operator instinctively zooms in, almost like he's expecting this object as it's coming towards the airplane. This was peculiar to me. So the feel of the video upon visual analysis feels staged.
But Primo thinks it's possible the pilot was just plain lucky to zoom in right as the object flies past the plane. MJ Banias agrees.
Pilots are...
Yeah, see, that's a good point there too. I mean, I don't know where else you can go with the camera. First of all, you're not going to go behind it or anywhere else. You see that it's moving towards the plane, so you want to kind of stay ahead of it. Plus, pilots are in the air all the time, so they understand things that are in motion up there. Could be a phone setting, could be auto zoom or auto focus too. That's working along with the pilot as well. So I don't know. But the main point is there that he validates it, and if that's his only point of contention, there is that the pilot happened to stay ahead of it, and he could have been lucky doing that. That it's really not a strong argument to say that it's fake. Sounds like it is real, by the way, kind of like I was saying earlier. So, but that's the footage right there of it flying in the screen. The pilot pulled up his phone, and then he managed to catch it as it flew by the plane.
Are the people who work in the sky and operate in it, so they're going to have the best view of any potential UFOs around them.
There it is again.
We turn this video over to our aviation expert, Tim McMillan. He thinks whatever was shot over Medellin is too slow to be any kind of plane or missile, and it looks nothing like a drone.
Initially, when it starts coming, I thought it's probably a balloon.
Regular helium balloons rarely make it to this altitude. When they on autopilot.
Okay, we'll stop it right there. It's just not a balloon. All right, so there it is. It's pretty cool if you see it. And so this is how my conversation went when I was asking about what this was. First of all, was it real? And they said yes. It is absolutely real. and we can confirm that. So the exact object and the exact day and time too. So they were able to confirm that, say, it's not a hoax and anything like that. What that pilot recorded was very real. So I was wondering, is that like, especially recently with all these stories about, spy balloons, and there's this whole area of airspace now that is considered like, it's above commercial airlines flight, I think. And this is at 30,000. There's another level of air. There's a name for it. It's like 60,000 feet up there, and that's where these spy balloons were. And there's a lot of activity from various governments up there, apparently. I asked, was this built by the U.S. government, or like, what's going on? And they said no. So it turns out it is a probe. They talk about that too in some lady kind of theorizes on it in the same clip if you look it up on YouTube. But I was told it is from an alien civilization, and it is a probe, so that much is true. And I guess they do this. And it is from what we've come to know or call the Greys, by the way, or the Gray aliens. So that species. There's a video of one that they actually caught where they were shining flashlights in their eyes and stuff like that. That's a real video. It was leaked a long time ago by someone from Area 51. So, but it turns out that's a real video too. And that's kind of that's what they look like. You can kind of get a good shot in that video. But gray aliens, I think most people kind of know what they look like. But that's their probe, and they send probes down here all. Well, I don't know how often, but they do. Just to survey and collect data and see what's going on. That sort of thing. We are fully interacting with them at this point. We're checking them out. They're checking us out. And, kind of like with spy warfare between countries here, they're monitoring us because we're making our way into outer space with weapons of mass destruction, and our understanding. And what we understand is like nuclear or atomic weaponry, that just pales in comparison to like the highest levels of technology, like destructive power and that sort of thing. So the fact that we actually understand, maybe not to the fullest degree, but we're heading out into outer space with all this sort of weaponry and advanced knowledge, stuff that isn't shared with the people on Earth in general, but the U.S. government in particular. So these aliens are very careful, and they're kind of spying on us, just like, Chinese are spying on us, and everybody's just like keeping an eye on each other, as we gradually make our way out into outer space, and they just kind of observe and collect data and that sort of thing. So that's what it is, and that's where it came from, and it's very real, and it is something that happens. They do it frequently enough, to say the least. So, there you have it, and there are. This is just one of many videos. I'll try to kind of pick through them and put more information up here, but it's really cool stuff, I think. So it's so fascinating, like if you really think about it. And this stuff is coming out more and more too, like in videos, and even the government's admitting to it, and some of it may be, there's a lot of truth in there. Let's put it that way, from what I understand. I mean, there's just simply aliens out there, and they're aware of it, and we've been checking them out and even communicating with them, and vice versa. And now that we're making our way out into outer space more and more, this reality, our communication is just becoming more and more with them, and we're just kind of becoming part of this galactic community that already exists. So interesting, and we're seeing more and more evidence of this sort of thing. Who knows what we'll see in the next 2 or 3 decades, and what will be made known to us. So it's kind of exciting if you think about it. So, okay. Well, thanks again for watching. I hope you found it interesting and entertaining. I do love this sort of thing. So love to hear from you in the comments and that sort of, ideas, questions, thoughts, anything like that. And once again, I really appreciate your watching. Please take care. We'll see you in the next video.